and welcome to ENI UK and Europe edition. I'm Love Ann Season reporting from London. We bring you news reports from the United Kingdom and Europe. We also have live reporters on standby, ready to give their reports. Now for news headlines. British regulators approved a GlaxoSmithKline drug, which appears effective against the new Omicron variant. Thousands of people are still without power in Scotland and northern England, 6 days after the storm Arwen hit the UK. Hospitals in Germany are sounding the alarm as it faces a critical surge in COVID-19 cases. That is, it is pushing many hospitals to overcapacity. Also with us today is UK correspondent Aribel Celestino. Hello, Aribel.
Hi, Lovan, and yes, today I will be reporting about Northern Ireland's Array Collective winning the UK Turner Prize. Back to you, Lovan.
Thank you, Aribel. Now in Italy, visitors from Southern Africa are banned over new COVID-19 variant. A report by correspondent Mia Legaspi. In sports, former tennis world number 4 Johanna Konta retires as one of best British players of modern era. Still in sports, PSG has a quiet match while Lionel Messi wins record 7th men's Ballon d'Or gala. In our segment View from Our Window, we will take you on a relaxing stroll at the Buen Retiro Park, Madrid, Spain. So stay with us until the end of our program. British regulators on Thursday approved a GlaxoSmithKline drug to treat those at high risk of developing severe COVID-19 symptoms, with the manufacturer saying it appears effective against the new Omicron variant. The antibody treatment, Sotrovimab, was found to be safe and effective at reducing the risk of hospitalization and death in people with mild to moderate COVID-19 infection who are at increased risk of developing severe disease, said the Medicine and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency, or MHRA. Preclinical data showed that the drug retains activity against key mutations of the new Omicron SARS-CoV-2 variant, GSK said in a statement. To date, Sotrovimab was demonstrated ongoing activity against all tested variants of concern and interest defined by the World Health Organization, it added. Testing is ongoing to confirm the neutralizing activity of Sotrovimab against combination of all the Omicron mutations with the intent to provide an update by the end of 2021. A single dose of the drug was found to reduce the risk of hospitalization and death by 79% in high-risk adults with symptomatic COVID-19 infections, according to MHRA. Sotrovimab was developed by Britain's GSK and Vir Biotechnology based out of California. It is a monoclonal antibody, a type of protein that attaches to the spike protein of the coronavirus, reducing its ability to enter the body cells. Tens of thousands of homes in Scotland and northern England remained without power for a 6th day, according to officials following one of the most powerful storms in decades. Storm Arwen, which hit the region late Friday, initially knocked out power for hundreds of thousands of homes, following winds gusts of almost 100 miles or 160 kilometers per hour. By Wednesday morning, engineers had reconnected 97% of the properties, but around 30,000 were still without power, the Energy Networks Association ENA said. Some may not have their power back until the end of the week, the Energy Networks Association had also said. The scale of the restoration efforts engineers are facing is enormous, Business Secretary Kwasi Kwarteng told MPs adding that the wind speeds recorded in central Scotland have only been seen twice in the last 25 years. He called Arwen an event that like of which haven't seen for 60 years. We have to be prepared for similar extreme difficult weather conditions in the future. We have to make sure that our system is resilient, Kwarteng had added. Police said falling trees killed 3 men when the storm hit late last Friday, 1 in northwest England, 1 in Scotland, and the 3rd in Northern Ireland. Now, a hospital in the Bavarian region of Germany lights up its rooms in red as a call for help. Germany is currently facing a critical surge in COVID-19 cases that is pushing many hospitals to overcapacity and to dispatch patients elsewhere in the country for treatment. Though Germany's 7-day incident rate has fallen slightly this week, it still stood at 439.2 on Thursday, with 37,209 cases recorded in the past 24 hours. Germany's Intensive Care Association has even warned on Wednesday that the pandemic situation has never been threatening and serious as it is today. The country has a relatively low vaccination rate of around 68%, compared with fellow EU countries such as Spain at 79% and Portugal at 86%. Chancellor Angela Merkel said on Thursday that the country will be imposing tight measures to combat the latest surge in cases. The government plans to include a ban on entering venues such as restaurants and cinemas for anyone who has not been vaccinated or has not recovered from COVID. The unimmunized will also have a limited number of people that they can socialize with. Music restrictions will also be imposed on large gatherings and events such as Bundesliga football matches. Chancellor Angela Merkel stated that these measures should be seen as minimum standards and different regions could also impose their own tougher curbs. The question now is whether to impose compulsory vaccinations is also on the table and will be voted soon. Time for a break, but please come back for more ENI and UK Europe edition.
Kaya humawak sa aking kamay, handang ibigay lahat ng naisip mo para sa ating paglalakbay. Ang iyong kamay.
Hello po, ako po si Red Mendoza. Abangan niyo po ako sa Likang Awit ni Miss Trina Belamide ngayong Sabado, December 4, 1 to 2 p.m. sa Letters and Music. Dito lamang sa Net25.
Abangan, batang may lumalaking bukol sa kanyang ari, sinaklolohan. Palengke na inirereklamong dahilan na masangsang na amoy sa isang street sa Antipolo City, pinapanagot ng responde. Mga batang may sakit sa puso, sagot na yan ng ating e-responder. Sabado, alas 6 hanggang alas 7 ng gabi. Ito ang Responde, mata ng mamamayan.
Welcome back to ENI UK and Europe edition. I'm Love Ann Season, and interesting stories now from around the UK and Europe this week. Britain's prestigious Turner Prize is given to Northern Ireland's Array Collective. With us today with these details is Arabelle Celestino. Hello, Arabelle.
Hi, Lovan, and yes, Array Collective, 11 Northern Ireland-based artists, won Britain's prestigious Turner Prize on Wednesday, the first artist from the UK province to claim the award in a year dominated by collaborations. It beat out competition from 4 other groups shortlisted, the first time the final contenders for the often controversial Visual Arts Prize have all been collectives. Belfast-based Array, which has been working together actively since 2016, produced varied works from banners to performances in response to contemporary issues affecting Northern Ireland. Works by all 5 of the shortlisted nominees have been on display at the Herbert Art Gallery and Museum in Coventry, currently UK's City of Culture, from late September until mid-January. Here is Culture and Creative Director of Culture Coventry Trust, Frances Nielsen, with her thoughts on this year's exhibit.
We were looking at a very special year in the context of COVID, and looking at artists that were doing something really special within communities. And those that were coming to the surface at doing great practice have just happened to be collectives. All of them, they're all absolutely immersive, which is fantastic, and all really emotive as well for very different reasons. We're stood here in Array, and as you can see, it's very atmospheric, an absolutely stunning piece of work.
Last year's awards was cancelled because of the coronavirus pandemic, and organizers split the total prize money among 10 nominees. Over the years, it has created headlines because of installations including an unmade bed and works made from elephant dung and human hair. In 2019, the 4 shortlisted artists sent a plea to the judges to award the prize to them all jointly, explaining they had formed a collective to show solidarity at a time of global political crisis, including Brexit. Well, Lovan, this year's other nominees included Black Obsidian Sound System, a London-based collective of radical art activists, and Cooking Sections, a London duo creating food-inspired art installations. Gentle/Radical, a Welsh collective using art for social change, and Project Artworks, based in south of England, were also shortlisted. Along with Array, the collectives all work closely and continuously with communities across the breadth of the UK, which organizes the award previously said. The prize jury also chose the 5 for reflecting the solidarity and community demonstrated in response to the pandemic. Back to you, Lovan.
Thank you, Arabelle. So can you tell us more about that Turner Prize, the background story behind it, and also how much was the prize?
Well, Lovan, the Turner Prize was established in 1984, and it was named after the great British land of seascape painter J.M.W. Turner, and is designed to promote public interest in contemporary art. As for the prize, the winner is awarded £25,000, which equals to $33,000 and 29,000 euros, with £10,000 going to each of the other shortlisted nominees. Back to you, Lovan.
Well, thank you for that interesting story and for joining us today, Arabelle. Looking forward to having you more in the future.
Thank you so much for having me today, Lovan. Reporting from London, United Kingdom, I am Arabelle Celestino, and we live an interesting time.
Now, Italy implemented entry restrictions from various countries in Southern Africa due to the COVID-19 variant. Mia Legaspi has the report for us. Let's listen in.
Italy's health authorities have issued instructions to all regions to monitor travelers coming from countries where the Omicron variant is spreading. Italy on Friday, November 26, banned entry to travelers coming from South Africa, Lesotho, Botswana, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Namibia, Eswatini, and Malawi due to fears over a new coronavirus variant. The ban applies to those who have been in the 8 Southern African countries in the past 2 weeks and lasts until December 15. A ministry statement said, adding that air traffic was also banned from the region. Health Minister Roberto Speranza said scientists were studying the new B.1.1.529 variant, which has a large number of mutations and was first detected in South Africa. Italian citizens resident in Italy, their spouses, and children are exempt from the ban, although they must take a COVID-19 test before arriving in Italy and complete 10 days of quarantine. Those already in Italy who have been in the named countries in the last 14 days must also get tested and spend 10 days in quarantine.
Italy's move comes despite the World Health Organization cautioning against imposing travel restrictions. The WHO on Friday said it would take weeks to understand the implications of the newly discovered strain. Reporting from EBC Milan, Italy, I'm Mia Legaspi, and we live in interesting times.
Thank you, Mia, for bringing us this update from Milan. Time for a break, but please come back for more ENI UK and Europe edition.
Just come with me. Let's just be happy. Don't go anywhere else unless you're with me.
Hello, I'm Risa Tanes, singer-songwriter. Please catch me on Letters and Music on air and online this coming Sunday, December 5, 1 to 2 p.m. only here in Net 25. See ya!
Mga tanong na nakakalito at mga sagot na nakakahilo. Yan ang mga dapat abangan dito sa game show na puno ng kakulitan at siksik sa kasiyahan. Please welcome ang ating matatapang na volunteer firefighters mula sa Quezon City. Yahoo! Ano ang tawag sa matinding takot sa injection? Oh! Feeling disqualified ka na. Dito lang sa question na to. Dito lang sa round na to. Excited ka eh. Takot nga eh. And this is Tara Game Again!
Marami bang damo sa bakuran mo? Ops. Huwag basta-basta bunutin ang mga ito.
Anong niresearch ko siya at pinag-aralan, malaki pala ang potensyal ng tanglad. As long as napag tinanim po siya ay hindi yung tuyot na tuyot, madali siyang mabubuhay.
Ang lemongrass may class din pagdating sa wellness.
Karamihan sa mga clients ko, ganun din kagaya ko na gusto rin ng natural healing.
Nakita naman nila yung the good oil talaga na pinoproduce namin.
Iimbitahan mo po kayo sa aming bahay para makita ninyo ang pagluluto ko ng lemongrass chicken soup.
Saksihan natin mga kaagapay ang mga kwento ng pag-unlad ng dahil sa tanglad. Ako po si Robin Padilla at ito po ang unlad, kaagapay sa hanap buhay.
Sa hanap buhay.
Welcome back to ENI UK and Europe edition. I'm Love Ann Season. More interesting stories in the UK and Europe this week. We now have the latest in sports. Ryan Florentino reports. Let's hear from him.
Former British number one Joanna Konta announced her retirement from tennis on Wednesday. The 30-year-old has struggled with knee trouble over the past couple of seasons and has slipped to 113th in the world rankings, far from her career high of world number 4. Konta, who reached the semi-finals of 3 of 4 majors, plus the quarterfinals of the US Open, made her announcement on social media with a post headlined "Grateful." She wrote, "This is the word that I've probably used the most during my career, and is the word that I feel explains it best in the end. How incredibly fortunate I count myself to be. How grateful I am." In June, Konta won the Nottingham Open, becoming the first British woman to lift a WTA title on home soil since Sue Barker in 1981. But that victory was soon overshadowed by the astounding success of then 18-year-old Emma Raducanu in becoming the first qualifier to win a Grand Slam title when she took the women's singles title at the US Open in September. Now moving on from tennis onto football this time, with Lionel Messi showing off his latest Ballon d'Or to Paris Saint-Germain supporters on Wednesday. But the Argentinian had a quiet night as the Liga 1 leaders were held to a 0-0 draw by Nice at the Parc des Princes. He started against Nice in a PSG side, missing Neymar, who is expected to be sidelined for up to 8 weeks with an ankle injury. Kylian Mbappe came closest to finding the net after the break for PSG, who had a huge let-off as Kasper Dolberg hit the post for Nice in the second half when it seemed easier to score. Messi has still managed just one Liga 1 goal since moving to Paris in August from Barcelona, although he has also netted 3 times in the Champions League. Gianluigi Donnarumma also showed off an award pre-match, the Italian displaying the Yashin Trophy he won at the Ballon d'Or Gala for being the best goalkeeper of the year, in which he starred in his side's Euro 2020 victory. And once more, we thank you again for tuning in this week. Please tune in next week for more sports report like this. I am Ryan Florentino reporting for ENI UK and Europe edition, and we live in interesting times.
Thank you for bringing us the sports update, Ryan. Now, in today's view from our window, we take a look at the Buen Retiro Park in Madrid, Spain. The Buen Retiro Park, in English, Park of the Pleasant Retreat, and also called in short El Retiro Park, is green oasis located in the heart of the city of Madrid. This green space covers over 125 hectares and comprises more than 15,000 trees. Until the late 19th century, before it became a public park, this was owned by the Spanish monarchy. This marvelous park is known for its beautiful sculptures and monuments, galleries, a peaceful lake, and a host to various events. Truly a place for a relaxing retreat. This video is courtesy of Helga Malagayo. Thank you for sharing this view with us, Helga. That's it for today's program. Stay safe and keep positive as we bring you more stories next week from the United Kingdom and Europe. I'm Love Ann Season, and we live in interesting times.
Iba't ibang sakuna at kalamidad ang nararanasan ng bansa. Kapag may banta ng panganib,